guys, Professor Larry here at 100% BJJ. Today I want to talk a little bit about striking for those of you that may not have striking at your gym. So the first thing I want to teach you guys are the basic strikes. Before we get started with that, let's talk about our stance. So I want to stand with my hips and shoulders facing my opponent. My knee or feet are about shoulder width apart, not too far back and not too narrow because I'll lose my balance. If I'm too far back, then I'm going to be subject to round kicks on this lead leg or ankle picks or single legs. So just nice and comfortable, squared up with your opponent. My shoulders are up, my chin is tucked, and my hands are up about right under my eyes. I don't want them too high because I'm blocking my view. If they strike me, they're going to hit my hands into my own face. So I want to be right here, shoulders up, chin tucked, and elbows in, hands right under my face. So the first punch I'm going to teach you is the jab. So all my punches are going to come straight off my face. I'm not going to drop my punches and then throw it, and I'm not going to load up and throw my punches. So my jab is going to come straight off my face, turning my hips slightly. As I throw that jab, my shoulder comes and protects this side of my face. My other hand, non-punching hand, is always protecting my jaw on the other side. So jab is here, straight off my face. As it comes out, my knuckles are turning over slightly. I'm going to throw it out and back fast. The jab, you don't want to leave it out here because somebody's going to come over the top and counter. So you want to think about throwing your jab out and back, right? The second punch I want to show you is the cross. So the cross comes off the rear hand. Same thing, I want to protect my face. Always one hand, the non-punching hand is always protecting this side. So for the cross, I'm going to turn my hips slightly first. As I throw that punch straight off my face, my shoulder comes up and protects the jaw on this side, and my knuckles are turning over slightly. Okay? So you can, if you're just throwing the cross, you can shake a little bit to load and then throw, right? And I'm kind of pushing off that back foot at the same time I'm turning the hips, and my hand fires straight off of my face. Shoulders protecting my jaw, other hand is protecting my face. I don't want to, again, I don't want to drop, cock it and throw, and I don't want to I want to come all the way back here, right? You're not going to get any more power off of it than just throwing it straight off of here, guys. The third punch I want to show you is the hook. So the hook can either be a long hook or it can be a short hook depending on where your opponent's at. So the key thing with the hook is I want, again, to throw it straight off my face, and as I throw it, I'm going to pivot on the ball of my feet. As my hip turns over, that punch comes out. And I want my elbow right under my line of sight, right under my eyes, and this shoulder protecting my jaw as I throw it. So again, I can shoulder shake and set it up a little bit and throw it straight off of my jaw, right? Again, shoulder shake and throw it straight off my jaw. One thing I'll talk about is your elbows. Sometimes we have a tendency when we're first starting striking is our elbows flare out, which is going to leave your body open, and it's going to be harder to defend. So something you can do to fix that is, if you're having problems with it, get up against the wall and practice throwing those punches. Because if you're flaring your elbow out, you're going to hit that wall, it's going to hurt, and it's going to stop that after a few times. So here. Now let's talk about movement. So the basic way we teach movement is I'm going to get in my stance, feet shoulder width apart, and at a comfortable distance from each other, hands up, and as I move forward, I'm going to strike with my lead hand first. As I take a little step, I'm going to follow up with my rear hand as the same time I step with my back foot. So it looks like this: jab, cross, cross. You don't want to overstep it and get too wide, because we want to be able to move if we need to. Going to my left, I'll step with the lead leg first, left leg first. I'll throw the hook, follow with a cross. Hook, cross, hook, cross. Step into my right, step with the right leg first, and throw the cross first. Cross, hook, cross, hook, cross, hook. And stepping backwards, cross, hook, cross, hook, cross, hook. Okay. Now guys, we'll look at some basic combinations. So if you don't have mitts, you can just use gloves and get with a partner. And I'll show you the basic numbers. So the basic numbers we use are the Dwayne Ludwig or Boss Rutan system. So 1 is a jab, 2, jab, cross, 3, jab, cross, hook, 4, jab, cross, hook, cross. And we'll stop there. So we can get with my partner and we'll call out some numbers. She'll call out a number.
1.
I'll throw the jab.
2.
Jab, cross.
3.
Jab, cross, hook. And we're moving around a little bit. So what we can do is we can either do 3-minute rounds or we can do 1-for-1s. So she'll call out a number.
1.
And then I'll call out a number. 2. There we go. We're moving around. And then she'll give me a number.
3.
4. All right, guys. So I hope you get the idea there. Look for some more advanced videos coming on.